When we think about the Industrial Revolution in the United States, we tend to think about the cotton mills in Lowell, Massachusetts, or the steel mills in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. But Athens, Georgia was also an early and important industrial city. The proof is all around us. Our streets bear the names of Athens industrialists: Baxter, Lumpkin, Clayton, Hull, Deering, Williams, Bloomfield. In Athens, old textile mills serve new purposes, while others lie in ruins concealed by vines. 3 factors led to Athens becoming an industrial center. The first was the North Oconee River. Before electricity, fast-flowing water was a crucial source of power. In the late 1700s, just across the river from what is now UGA School of Social Work, on land long occupied by the Muskogee and Cherokee peoples, Daniel Easley began harnessing the energy of the Oconee to saw wood and grind grain into flour. Dammed to make it run even faster, the Oconee would power Athens mills for over a century. The second factor was cotton. Easley planted the whitest cotton patch people had ever seen, to the surprise of those who thought cotton wouldn't grow so close to the mountains. The Athens economy would soon be based on cotton and slavery. The third factor was the tariff of 1828. In the late 1820s, northern factory owners wanted to tax foreign imports to make the goods they produced more competitive. For the agricultural South, which had to purchase most manufactured goods, this made life more expensive. Southerners called it the Tariff of Abominations. Here in Athens, plantation owners had been selling their cotton to northern mills and buying the clothes those mills produced. They reasoned that if they built their own factories and used enslaved people to run them, they'd save money. In 1829, a year after the tariff passed, the local planters founded the Georgia factory, then the Athens factory in 1832, and the Princeton factory in 1834. The factories did well, so well that the planter industrialists never ran them just with enslaved people. They also hired poor white people who had to be paid wages, but who didn't have to be housed, clothed, or fed at the mill owner's expense. In 1839, an English visitor to Athens remarked that wage-earning white workers, most of them women and children, made up about half the workforce in Athens mills. As time went on, there were more and more white workers, although the mills continued to use enslaved labor through the Civil War. The mills were so profitable that Athens industrialists invested in new industries, especially railroads. Moving goods on unpaved roads could be slow and costly. It could take a horse or ox-drawn wagon a week to get from Athens to Augusta. The railroads could make the journey in less than a day. So, only a few years after the mills opened, the same industrialists founded the Georgia Railroad, one of the first railroads in the state. More businesses appeared. Athens was home to the Pioneer Paper Mill, the only paper mill south of Washington, D.C., the Athens Gas and Light Company, which illuminated Athens streets, a tannery, which stunk them up making leather, and the Athens Foundry, which made the famous UGA Arch. While local textile mills clothed Confederate soldiers fighting to maintain slavery, the Cook and Brother Armory supplied rifles to the Confederate troops. Athens factories served the cause of slavery until the end. After the Civil War, the cotton mills kept running. In fact, for a while, they were about the only thing that did. According to one man, all enterprises were at a standstill, excepting the cloth mills. "Blessed is he who is a cotton holder, or a factory stockholder," a local woman wrote. "Want does not seem to tarry at their thresholds." Union victory in the Civil War brought freedom to Black Southerners, including to those who worked in the mills. Some Black Athenians continued to work in the mills, but not at the machines. Those jobs were now jealously guarded by white workers. Still, the death of slavery soon brought a burst of new life into Athens' industry. More mills would be built, making Athens even more of an industrial town in the years to come.